Are the co-hosts able to see who's in the waiting room? Because I noticed as soon as I clicked to give Galaxy control over the waiting or over the host, they couldn't do the waiting room. Or I couldn't do the waiting room.
Yeah, I
I
see that
can
too.
see uh that there are four people. Let's see, I can view. It looks like I can admit also.
Oh, it's because I'm not made as a co-host. Because I
Oh.
Ah,
made
yeah,
as
I
a
need to do
host.
that. Okay, hold on one
Yeah,
second.
that's why. It's a constant battle. Constant.
Am I making everyone a co-host? I should just double check, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then when it comes to ASL, do we want to uh, let folks know do you want me to let folks know at the beginning how to access ASL if they're utilizing it?
Yes, that'll be great, Nagasi. And also, Yvonne dropped into the chat some instructions about the Spanish interpretations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. Thank you so much. I'm gonna check that out really quickly. We have about 5 folks in the waiting room, so I think we can just open up the waiting room
Oh
and
yeah,
get,
let them in.
yeah.
Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome everyone. Um, I'm going to do a quick run through of how to utilize interpretation if you're one of those people that needs to utilize it. At the bottom of your screen, you should see a little globe that says interpretation. Um, if you click on that and choose what interpretation services you might need to use, we have both simultaneous ASL and Spanish interpretation today. Um, and then feel free to choose which one works for you. Um, yeah. If you need to utilize captions, that should also be an option at the bottom of your screen. It'll be a little like curved edge rectangle that has two C's in it. And if you click on that, it should give you closed captioning as well. Um, Otherwise, if there are other tech questions, I will be also, I didn't even introduce myself. Hi, I'm Nagasi, and I'll be running tech for you today. So if you have any questions, if anything's not working for you, you can feel free to private message me in the Zoom meeting or, you know, send it to the larger group, and I will be sure to fix whatever is not working. So, with all that being said, I think we can um, move into the opening of this event, Trans Diaspora of Rejuvenation. Awesome. I will have our Executive Director, Babatunde, read the Land and Labor Acknowledgement.
Welcome, everybody. Today is the Trans Day of Rejuvenation, Rage, Resistance, whatever you like to call it. To kind of kick us off and set do some space setting for us here now, we're going to do our land and labor acknowledgements. Nagasi, could we stop the music, please? We do our work on the stolen land of the Confederated Tribes of Ground Ronde, Confederated Tribes of Salish Indians, Clackamas, Stepomish, also known as Cowlitz, and many other tribes who made their homes along the Columbia River. This land is also home to the 11th largest urban native population still thriving despite daily attempts at state-sanctioned genocide. We live in a nation of wealth created by the subjugation of African people brought to Turtle Island through chattel slavery, or the Mafa, which is Swahili for the Great Disaster. These people included Chamba, Wola, Abran, Fulani, Mande, Fan, Bakongo, Igbo, Yoruba, Umbundu, and many other tribes from Western and Central Africa. We uplift the original indigenous peoples of this land and forest contributions of generations of Africans to build the wealth of this country. We ground our fight knowing that there is no Black liberation without indigenous sovereignty, and there is no indigenous sovereignty without Black liberation. We fight for land back and reparations and refute settler colonialism. Xenophobia, anti-Black racism, and imperialism. This includes challenging the validity of imperially imposed borders and immigration laws. Driving wars primarily meant to secure future generations for continued colonization. Those who are not indigenous to this land, who were not brought here as slaves, are guests charged with working to end the genocide of Black and Native communities across Turtle Island and the globe. Ashe. Wonderful. So just want to do a quick introduction since I did not introduce myself. My name is Babatunde Zabi Ajibuke. My pronouns are they, them, and they, them. I'm the founder and executive director of Black and Beyond the Binary Collective. Visual description, I am a light-skinned Black person. Some might say high yellow, depends on who you ask. I have a Black and fading orange mohawk. I have a septum piercing, a nose piercing. I'm wearing a gray hoodie. Yeah, and Black pants. And so that's what I look like here. And who are we? Black and Beyond the Binary Collective works to build the leadership, healing, and safety of Black, African, transgender, queer, non-binary, two-spirit, intersex plus Oregonians. We envision a future that gives power back to our communities, celebrates self-expression, and preserves the dignity, joy, and future of Black, queer, and trans communities living fully liberated lives. And so, with all that being said, I do just want to set some context for this event. Why do we celebrate T-Dorn, right? Many of the folks in this space who are trans and are accomplices and allies in our community know that this day is usually pretty mournful and pretty sad. It's often one of the few times that larger society tends to acknowledge us. Unfortunately, when we're being murdered and when we're being killed. And so typically these events are called the Trans Day of Remembrance. This event started really with Ori Gallery, Black and Beyond the Binary Collective, folks from Familia, Trans Queer Liberation, as well as some folks from Forward Together, because we really got tired of just talking about our pain. We really got tired of always having to center this violence that is so prevalent in our community and is actually a reality of our lived lives every day. And so we created the event of the trans diaspora of rejuvenation, of rage, of resistance, whatever the feel or vibe might need to be, to create an alternative space for our community on this day that can already be very, very challenging. Throughout the world, not just here in the United States, trans violence is on the rise, particularly trans violence that is geared towards Black trans women, Indigenous trans women, and migrant trans women. And so we really use this day to celebrate and honor the resiliency and legacy and rage of our ancestors and folks that have passed on. This really is a day for us to connect with each other, hold each other close, and reaffirm our commitment to trans liberation, to Black trans liberation, and a commitment to move beyond fake solidarity, a commitment to move beyond performative engagement with our community. And so we really use this day to take care of our own. Some of the folks in this space either have already received their care packages or they're on the way. We've been doing the care packages for our community for a couple of years now. And we actually met our goal this year of sending out 60 care packages to folks throughout Portland Metro, state of Oregon, and Southwest Washington as well. So kudos to us. Super excited to be able to provide that for the community. And yeah. And so with that, kind of in space setting, giving some context for this event, we're going to move into our slideshow. And we're going to take a moment to really honor our ancestors. I want to preface going into this part of the programming with encouraging folks to just make space to take care of yourself, get cozy. If you feel the need to be emotional, please allow yourself that. And yeah, I think that this part is always feeling a little bit hard, but I want to honor those that we've lost and fight like hell for them. So I want to invite everybody to just take a deep breath. And the first person we're going to acknowledge as a transcessor is Quenisha Chantel, also known as Coco, who became a transcessor November 15th, 2024. And then oh, thank you. We're also going to honor Santanio San Coleman, October 19th, 2024. We're also going to honor Honey Daniels, who became a transcessor October 2nd, 2024. Also, I'm going to be using my tambourine through this because I want to honor them with a ritual from our ancestors. Yeah. So Nagasi, actually, could we slow down a little bit on the slides? And then I'll just let you know when we can move forward. So if we could go back to Honey, please. Yeah. So Honey Daniels, October 2nd, 2024. Next slide, please. The next transcessor that we're going to honor is Red, aka Barbie, who became a transcessor September 8th, 2024. Slide, please. Next, we're going to honor Kasim Omar, who became a transgender September 6, 2024. Next slide, please. Next, we're going to honor Tyvon Lathan, who became an ancestor August 4th, 2024. Next slide, please. Next transgender we're going to honor Vanity Williams, who became a transgender August 3rd, 2024. Bye. Next, we're going to honor Dylan Gurley, who became a transgender July 23rd, 2024. Slide, please. The next sibling we're going to honor is Monique Brooks, who became a transgender July 19th, 2024. Next slide, please. We're going to honor Shannon Boswell, who became a transgender July 2nd, 2024. Next slide. Next, we're going to honor Tenji Spurgeon, who became a transgender July 1st, 2024. Slide, please. Next, we're going to honor Holly Likens, who became a transgender June 25th, 2024. I think so far on the list, this might be the youngest individual. Right? Next, we're going to honor Lyra Tsai, who became an ancestor June 22nd, 2024. Slide, please. The next transcessor we're going to honor is Michelle Henry, who we lost May 15th, 2024. Slide, please. Next, we're going to honor Tay Dior Thomas, who we lost, 17-year-old baby, May 7th, 2024. Sorry, please. Next, we unfortunately don't have a picture of the sibling, but we're going to honor Jaslyn Johnson, who we lost May 6th, 2024. Another baby at 18 years old. Next slide, please. I'm going to pause here just because I'm seeing in the chat that we need to trade off with interpreters. So I'll pause so that we can do that. While that's happening, encouraging folks to take a moment to breathe, connecting with your chest, your sit bone, connecting with your body. Start again once we hit the stop button. Sorry, can we go back? Yeah, we still don't have ASL visible on the screen. Take a pause here. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I cannot see ASL. Maybe it's just me. All right, we'll keep it moving then. It was just me. Um, great. Could we go, sorry. So I'll come back to it. Take a deep breath to center myself in this moment. Inside of all this loss. Okay, yeah. So it looks like other folks are not able to see ASL. Mercury and boxing crazy, y'all. Give us a moment.
Yeah, give me a second as I figure that out. So, um, this actually might be something that only Galaxy, who is the host of this, can do. Galaxy, if you can go ahead and click the little globe at the bottom of the screen, um, it should say interpreter, and then uh, add Trani as the interpreter. Folks, can you let me know once you can see ASL? It should be spotlit, so if you can see other people's faces, you should be able to see Trani, who is wearing these global.
Sorry, that's my fault. I think you have to unspotlight the other ASL interpreter.
Let's see if that works.
Yep.
Has that fixed the problem?
Can other folks see Trani? All right. I can see both.
Okay,
Hey,
this room,
look at
I
that. Yeah,
think
good.
that's a good. All
Oh,
right, we solved the problem. Thank you all for being patient.
yeah. Thank you all for your patience. Um, yeah, access takes time. So again, I want to just take the moment to come back into my body to really sit with this process of honoring our ancestors. Breathing in, releasing out through my mouth, unclenching my butt, letting my belly just take up all the space that it needs. Get one of them good old breaths. The next sibling that we're going to highlight right now is Kita B, who we lost on May 3rd, 2024. Next slide, please. Next, we're going to honor Andrea Doria Doros Pasos, who we lost April 23rd, 2024. Slide, please. Next sibling we're going to honor is Star Brown, who we lost April 19th, 2024. Next, we're going to honor River Neve Goddard, another baby we lost to April 5th, 2024. Too many babies on this list. Next slide, please. Next ancestor we're going to honor is T. Lagging Billions Arnold, who we lost April 3rd, 2024. And this one's tough because that same day is my birthday. Sorry, can we get to the next slide? Next, we're going to honor Alex Taylor Franco, who became a transcestor on March 17th, 2024. Next slide, please. Next transcestor we're going to honor is our sister Diamond Brigman, who we lost March 16th, 2024. Next slide, please. Next, we're going to honor Paredes Medina, who we lost March 2nd, 2024. Next slide, please. We don't have a photo for this sibling, but we're going to honor Yella Clark Jr., who we lost April 2nd, 2024. Slide, please. Next ancestor we're going to honor is Righteous TK Chevy Hill. We lost Chevy February 28th, 2024. From my neck of the woods. Next slide, please. The next ancestor we're going to honor is Reina Hernandez, February 26th, 2024. Next slide, please. We don't have a photo for the sibling, but we're going to honor Africa Maria Garcia, who we lost February 2nd, 2024. Next slide, please. Next, we're going to honor Sasha Williams, who we lost January 26, 2024. Slide, please. Next, we're going to honor the first person that we lost in 2024, Kitty Monroe. I didn't see this person on the list, but I also would like to bring in and honor Next Benedict, who was also murdered this year, Indigenous Two-Spirit youth. I want to just take this moment to invite everyone to take a deep breath in together in through your nose, out through your mouth with sound. Just in your hearts, in your spirits, whatever your practices might be. Honor those that we've lost. There are more people that I'm sure that are on this list that we didn't get to, that were not documented, people who might have been misgendered. And so just want to honor the folks that we've lost. But also, y'all, we are fucking here. We are here. We are here. They will rest in power and we will live in power. And with that, I'm going to hand it off to our comrades over at Warwick Gallery, Sante and Ruth. Thanks, y'all.
Hey, y'all, can you see and hear me? I'm gonna take that as a no. Can you stop sharing screen and we can see if I can come up? Ooh, all right, thank y'all. So for those who don't know, Ori Gallery is a collective in North Portland. We've been in existence for about 7 years. Oh, this is not letting me share my screen. My name is Ruth Sajwar. I have been the lead steward along with my comrades for the entirety of that time. Ooh, okay, yes, it's letting me share. And we just want to introduce ourselves real quick for those who may not be familiar. So we are disabled, Black and Indigenous, queer and trans community members. We are also organizers, activists, artists, and storytellers. We are community-centered cooperative focused on the institutional accessibility in the arts and movement work. We also consider ourselves leaders in disability justice and intersectional organizing. Am I speaking too quickly for interpreters? Okay, great, thanks. We have been working in tandem with other Black trans organizations like our siblings here at Black and Beyond the Binary, as well as other organizations who share our values. And it was really important for us to be a part of this event today because we have recently acquired land in North Portland. We have acquired, after a fire in 2023, we struggled with our landlords and land keepers to acquire the house that's next door, as well as the land that the gallery is on. And after a year of struggle, we finally got it, and we are really excited to be stewarding this land for community. So it was important for us to be here today so that we could both introduce this land project and this Creative Commons, and also get people's input in as many ways as humanly possible. So we're really excited to share space here today and imagine what we can do with this land together. I think it's really important, especially during a time of mourning, to remember that we do have a future, we do have things to dream into, and we do have a lot to realize and create and co-create together. But yeah, so we are currently grant writing like heck to build this building. And while we do behind the scenes bureaucratic work, we wanted to also at the same time reach out into community and offer ways for folks to give input about what we should be doing. Because we certainly don't want to be gatekeepers and lead this work entirely by ourselves. We want to be guided and instructed by our constituents. So with this, sorry, I'm still struggling with several screens right now. So right now I'm going to share a link to a collaborative drawing platform. If you have ever used Photoshop or Procreate, this will be very familiar to you. Can everyone see that link in the chat? Right, I see folks popping in. Can everyone also see in the bottom left and the bottom right corner different layers? Okay, beautiful. I see people are already doing that. If you have any tech questions about this platform, please feel free to message me separately. But what we wanted to provide here is just a space for collaborative creation. We know that drawing specifically, doing anything creating with your hands is very calming to the nervous system. It allows us alternate ways for our brains to process information, to process trauma, to process grief. So we're not expecting, Magritte levels of art here. We really just wanted to provide a meditative doodle space for folks. And our prompts are really just dreaming. We want you to create a space where or create a space on the canvas where you can think about what it would be like to walk into a Creative Commons that is specifically for Black trans folks. What does that space look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What colors are there? Um, all right, I see folks are already in this. I love it. I love it. Um, and so while y'all are kind of exploring that space and playing with it a little bit, I'm going to invite my comrade Asante to lead us through some poetry.
Alrighty, can my interpreters hear me okay? Awesome. And I hope everyone else can hear me okay too. Hi everyone, I'm Asante. I use they them or its pronouns. I do lots of the rants and slash anything that is asked of me over at Ori. And yeah, I have a little poetry for today. Um it doesn't have a title, but I guess you could call it technically untitled after Dracula Flow. This ungendered flesh got me moving different, claiming its miracle. My praxis of passage is circumspect in epigenetic knowledge. My ancestral formation is annular. It surrounds me. They that have fucked around so that we might find out how to fuck around. We roll in Lalabella Igbo Bay deep. This shit ain't nothing to us, friend. I am the mirror, culturally adroit. The water in which I swim clear-eyed is murk and gloom to the believer. And in this you'll know a fish by her stripes. We making fun of sissies, spelled with a C a difference tying us together. I can quantize your minute enmeshments in them systems that immiserate us from across the room, Pookie. Atomize that shit. That spooky action at a distance. My sister knows in her gut, miles away, when I'm having a bad day and calls me. That spooky action at a distance. This shit ain't nothing to me, babes. Our ways of togetherness would blow the minds of other religious communities. Call us Michelangelo. Watch me twirl while ceiling drips and new dreamers rush in. I'm a thief in the day, stealing hearts and food. I take the bread, the salmon, and the fancy cheese, and grapes because my lover's boo likes that too. Is it five-finger discount or is it my own doctrine of discovery? I'm them. I'm destroying your sensorial regimes of what can be known about my so-called personhood, my comportment towards love, my truths of myself. I'm crashing out. I'm the beast of a borderlands, a fright at the frontier of what can be thought, a haunt on the horizon under a different sun. I'm in the heavens where I'm the heavens wherein more things are conceived of than can be in the barren fields of certain imagination. I terrorize the stable bi I terrorize the stable biopolitics of the state. What gender taxonomy can capture that I am a small being? But magic, though, put me in the ground just off of Wall Street. Watch my stock grow, pierce listful heavens, where justice giants lie, and watch them dudes tumble. Put you all on the ground right with me. This shit ain't nothing to me, girl. I'm a phantasm, a myth, a statistical grace as eventuality. I'm asynchronous, that transhistoric regurgitation, like that meal that repeats on you. Dog, I'm in a different psychosocial time scale. You must not have heard me when I said we moving different. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a contradiction. I'm a brand new, long dead, budding thing. I'm unassignable. An enigma riddling a puzzle couldn't figure me out. I've tried, homie. Shit's dangerous. Who wants to place a bull on a ledge? You're not seeing it. What's at stake here is leaving. You're fucked and falsified, imposed severalty. The foisted fixation with a series of non existent separation. The individualism that is elusive and unstable. Can you just breathe with me? We're conspiring. We're dangerous, dog. We're cute and acutely supported. We're all the rage and power of a brick throne because she's just so tired. The shit ain't nothing to us. I'll turn this whole empire over. We was magic here for the fuck of it, which is to say, we were put here for a good time and a long time. Ride this thing till the wheels come off. Oh, we know the DJ. We're the favorite. We eat, we camp, we cunt. We got that dog in us, that deep, ominous glow. We smile with our teeth. They are our shield. Our tongue, spears. I'd say we spat fire, but truth emulates bright like a burning bush. And I want that Chase, I want that Chase, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan bank smoke. Watch me feed. Watch me align, build, spin, barter, laugh, grieve, weep, pray, work my way there. I can do all things, for my ancestors and hitters are beside me. A wind is at my back, and not in front of me, but the next function, baby. The next Kiki, the next distro, the next redacted, and the redacted after that. Not all my street is for the business. Not all my business is for the streets, but ancestors willing, it will be felt in them. For my ancestors and creator are the power, spaciousness, the care, the rage, and they shall comfort me all of my days. Ashe. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Asante. Thank you for everyone who's been contributing so far. I would like for everyone to, for the rest of the evening, continue to use this platform. Don't feel like your time is over. I'm going to keep this open for at least 48 hours. And then once everyone has contributed, we at Ori are just going to look at it and use it as inspiration for our planning processes. And also, if you just want to give us direct feedback, I'm going to share our email here. So if you have deeper input on what we should be doing with this land and what you would like to see with Creative Commons, you are welcome to share that with us. There will also be a more formal, what's the word I want? Survey going out in the new year. And with that, I will pass it on to back to Babatunde for the next part of our presentation here. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. So sorry. So sorry. I did not mean to do that. Um, got a lot of screens going on over here right now. Um, and so yeah, I'm curious. Chat in the chat, how are folks feeling right now? You know, I feel like we moved through some stuff. Oh, oh wait, those are old. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Trying to catch up. Yeah. How are folks feeling right now? What's the vibe? What's the mood? Like, yeah, anybody. Well, y'all. I see Aaron, glad to be in the spot with a bunch of us. Yes, yes, yes. Happy to be in community right now. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, for us, it feels really, really important to continue to offer like these virtual spaces because the real is that it's cold outside. It's COVID outside. And I'm disabled wherever I go. So making sure that we have some space to connect and chat and uh, gather around art, gather around community. And so I'm really, really excited to kind of transition to the next part of our time together. And so what that is going to look like is we are going to be doing some tarot card readings, as well as we are going to have a breakout room for a sound bath. Sound bath will be coming in a little bit later, but I did want to kind of transition here and hand it off to our resident reader, Given Davis. I hand it off to you, Given.
Thank you so much. Can you all see me and hear me? Let me adjust that a little bit.
Sure enough.
Yes. Hello. I'm Given, and thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be in community right now. Like, yeah, we need it. We've been through some stuff, and this is a really powerful day. And I'm really glad that we all had the opportunity to call in the presence of all of these transcestors who I my initial response when we're going through all of these beautiful lives is to just say thank you for being here, you know? Thank you for having been here and extending that same thing to ourselves as we continue to stay here, as we continue to connect, as we continue to strengthen our community, because we can do anything together. We're like, y'all know, we're fire. So let me actually introduce myself. Hello, my name is Given. I use he and they. Either one is solid for me. Um, I've been reading for quite some time, and uh, since about 2006. And my I do want to acknowledge that a lot of my practices have been westernized versions, you know, but I am always doing my best to decolonize my own practices. And with that, acknowledging that the way we're going to do our readings today is through the lens of Western astrology, going one sign at a time with the cards. So, are y'all excited? Are folks familiar with tarot at all? That'll let me know how deep to go into each of these. If y'all could respond in the chat, I would really appreciate that. Okay, we're pumped. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, I felt that. I felt that wave, y'all. Okay. So, what I'll ask everyone to do is just notice your body right now. Oh, let's go deep, boo. Okay, Sharif. Maybe just take a couple rounds of breath to check in with your body, not trying to make anything happen, not trying to boss our bodies around. Maybe ask your body in this moment if there's anything you need. Like grab a blanket if you need one, get some water, take care of yourselves. We all deserve that. Ooh, yes. Okay. So, do we have any Aries folks in the house?
Hey,
What it do?
up.
All right. So, I have a whole bunch of decks here. And so, just for the sake of simplicity, I'm gonna try to intuit. Okay, we got the Aries. And just in case folks don't um, necessarily know their sun sign, because not everybody has to. I know we're in Portland, but still, sometimes we need a refresh. So I'm going to try to put this in the chat. I don't know if the astrological symbols will come through, but here are the dates for each sign. If your birthday falls somewhere in there, this is for you, my dear Aries, held by all those ancestors that we called in earlier, all those good ancestors who have our best interest in mind, who want to walk by us as we continue to survive and thrive in this world. Okay, Aries. Let's see which deck is you. Oh, okay. So we are going from the Black Queer Tarot, which is a gorgeous deck if you haven't seen it. Y'all can feel free to chat me up later. I'm a nerd about this stuff. So, all right, my Aries friends. Let's do a little shuffle. See what we have for you. That's the news of the moment. Okay. Okay. Of course they're flying. Aries, you got two. See what we got. Mm, okay. Beautiful. Yay. Well, I'm glad this can be your first tarot card reading. I'm going to try to put these so you can actually see them a little bit. Sorry, my camera's so grainy. And also acknowledging the problematic title of this particular card. So I will not say it aloud. Yeah, perspective. However, I'll describe this energy to you. So in this moment, the wisdom, the information that's coming through is take your time. Take your time. There's likely, yes, there's revolution. We'll get there. We'll get there. But first, we need to take our time, right? I know, Aries, y'all are ready to roll. Yeah, I know. I see you, babies. I'm sorry I called you out like that. But the idea is that this person, they're not walking on the ground. They are suspended in a way where exactly there, and I saw the word perspective go through here already. I won't leave you alone, BB. I'm sorry. Take your time, think about it, contemplate, meditate, take walks about it, take baths about it, whatever feels accessible to you to, also be in touch with whatever intuition is coming at you right now. Take your time. Take your time. And like I said, you have a second card, Aries. So we have the Three of Coins also for you. And for folks who are maybe a little bit less familiar with tarot, this is an earth energy, right? I know you want to go, go, go. So this feels like a really good reminder when, oh, yes, you have the deck. It's so beautiful, isn't it? It's a good reminder that none of y'all have to do anything on your own. Breathe that in. I feel like y'all need to breathe that in for a second, Aries, okay? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So as you're contemplating whatever your next move is, think about who can join you in that. Like let's deconstruct that, individual. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to be the one, to make this huge change when there are so many people simultaneously thinking in similar directions, right? So let's take that hot, hot fire of Aries, the first child, right? And what happens when we put that together, right? Some great stuff will spark off, right? Oh, oh, we got a face. All right, Aries. Good job. Sending y'all love. Keep doing your fiery thing. That's exactly what I want. Thanks. I hated it, loved it. That means we're doing the job. Good. Alrighty, friends. So next up, let me check. Do we have any Taurus folks in here? Nary a Taurus. Not even one. Oh, yeah, there we Oh, and a call out too. Okay. All right, Taurus, which one's for you? Okay. You're going with my tried and true. This one is the Ghetto Tarot, which is a really interesting deck. Collaboration between an artist collective in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and a German photographer who answered their open call to the world of who wants to create with them. That said, they deserve more money for their collaboration. Just saying. Right? Let's represent. All right, dear Tauruses, sweet earthy creatures. Let's see what we got for you. Can't wait to see what they have. What's the word? Not quite. Not quite. It's like waiting for a toaster oven to go off, you know? Okay. Oh, that's really sweet. Yes, protect Haiti. Yes, 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 yes. So y'all, this is really sweet. It's legit my one of my favorite cards in this deck. It is the sun, which is such a bright, shining, bold energy, right? And it's a little bit interesting because it's so fiery too. But there's celebration and jubilance. And y'all Taurus folks, you know how to do that. You know how to take pleasure in a good meal. You know how to take pleasure in like the company, like your ride or dies, the people who you can celebrate with, be in joy with. Oh, I get it. Okay, okay. So some of y'all, you're welcome to, take this with a grain of salt if it's not you. Um, but I'm feeling the Taurus energy responding to the moment in one of two ways. Um, that's a little bit like either I'm going to overwork right now or I need to lay down and isolate, right? And so when we have the sun energy, it's either it's like clock out, be good to yourself. Where does your joy live? What feeds you? What do you need to wear, you know, to make you like get that bright, shiny feeling, right? I'm also a performer too, and a Taurus moon. I will fess that up, you know. Hold on 1 second. Oof, oof. Okay, this one might sting a little bit, y'all. Okay. Deliver to yourself what you often deliver to others, dear friends. Y'all can let me know if that hit or not. Oh, I saw the emoji. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I won't. Y'all invited me. Look. I can't help it. I can't help it.
I thought we were comrades. This is really a lot.
I should have a content warning on me. I will tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help. I won't say push. I'll say gently suggest that you lean into what will bring you joy right now. Ooh. And Santi's picking on him too. I'm not trying to start astrological fights amongst the zodiac friends. Don't do it to each other. How y'all feeling, Taurus? Did I get it? Did I hit? Oh, get your scalp ointment. Like, get the products that feel good for you. Y'all know this so well. Like, of pretty much everybody in the zodiac. I mean, Leos, but oh, I just outed myself. I'm a Leo. We'll get to that later, and I'm scared. So I'll get it too. Don't worry. Don't worry. But y'all know how to do this. Allow the sweetness in. All right. You got this, Taurus. I believe in you. Be good to yourselves. Okay. So, are we ready for the next one? Where are my Geminis? Eyebrows, eyebrows. Are y'all hiding? Nobody? Gemini rising? Wow. Okay, we got a cusp and a rising. Okay, okay, cool. We will do it. Yeah, it's always good to check in on your rising, check in on your moon too. And there you are. Let's see which deck is for you. Okay, got it. Interesting. Of course you would. So we're going for the Crow Tarot. Avians over here. My air people. Oh, Gemini Venus. Yeah, y'all hold on for Scorp. We'll get to it. Woo. And good job knowing y'all's charts and aspects. I love that. I'm gonna get a reversal in this one. I usually don't read those. All right, Gemini. What's the word for y'all? Ooh. I'm just reading the comments. I feel like I'm getting tea from folks with Gemini aspects right now. Geminis. No, Gemini, you may not have the entire deck. I know you want it. I know you're curious. Yeah, you want the entire deck. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I knew y'all were gonna do this to me. Let's see what we got. Okay. Well, it's interesting. There are four cards jumped out, so I'll go through them really fast, okay? Yes, I will put the names in the chat. Here, I can do that right now. So, Aries. Oh, I'm typing in the wrong thing completely. There we go. Surely, you got it. Aries was, where did we start? I love reading stuff falls out of my head immediately. That was the Black Queer Tarot. And Taurus. Ghetto Tarot. And sweet, curious, ever curious Geminis. You are getting the Crow Tarot. There you go. So, yeah, where I left off is there's two cards that y'all really wanted to see, and the other two feel more like the medicine for you. Of course, y'all did, I swear. So, this makes all the sense in the world. Okay. So the first two cards that jumped out, this is the stuff that you wanted to hear. This is really just this feels like confirmation of things that you already want to do and qualities that you already hold. So these two cards, we have the Lovers over here, which, yes, it could be romantic love, it could be all sorts of love, it's all sorts of partnerships as well, right? And Page of Swords. So I bet an page or the court cards in tarot are I like to describe them as almost like indicating points in a journey or also specific people, right? And I see generally the page as you, or it could be someone younger in your world. But for what I'm getting right now, it feels like Gemini aspects. I believe you've come up with some interesting ideas that you might like to investigate, right? And I bet you already have ideas about individuals or groups that you want to interface with, around these ideas and see what can spark off, right? And what I'm getting from this is, I mean, Geminis are seed planters, like you're so good at moving through the cerebral landscapes so quickly with such acuity too. So plant those seeds. I know you have that idea in there. Always with the ideas. So go ahead, do that thing. There's a little message that came through that's don't be too pushy though. I don't know who that's for. I really don't know who that's for. Okay. So the medicine. Okay. So since y'all uh, tend to spend a lot of time in cerebral land, let's refocus on emotional land. So we have the Four of Cups here. That is emotional energy, intuition. It is the feels, it is the flow that we allow into our existence, right? And this card is an indicator that you might be gravitating or searching for some specific things to, like, yes, this is what I need for my heart right now. And I'm going to look way over here for it rather than closer to home, which is usually within the self. I found when I see this card come up. So, okay, it's you. Good to know. I like to know where it lands. I'm always curious. And then you're spend some time. Yeah, it's like spending some time with yourself. And when you notice your attention starting to gravitate really far away, to fill your cup, to fill your heart, look closer to home, number one. And number two, do something about it. You have the Knight of Wands. That is a go time. Okay, good, good. Did I do enough to y'all? You okay? All right, Geminis. Good job. Good job. All right. Cancerians. Anyone? Oh, hello, Kit. It's you. Let's see. Oh, I am living for this chat right now. That grumpy child. It said everything. All right, Cancerian. Oh no, don't make me a side attack. Who's it gonna be? They're like all lined up down here. Okay. Okay. I thought that was gonna be Scorpio, honestly. I see what you're doing to me. Okay. Gotcha. So very, very fast. Because I'm trying very hard not to keep the entire astrological wheel here, and to respect everyone's time. When that information starts going, kind of can't help it. So, yeah. Oh, that's very cute. That's really cute. No, okay, cool. Just a stick. So this one is Portland Collective Tarot, if anyone's heard of this one. Like, who did I just use? We got Crow Tarot for the Geminis, Cancerians. I'll pop that into the chat. Which is, if you're interested in this one, it's very out of print. I have no clue when they did their last run. But it is an inclusive deck in many directions, which I appreciate. And you've received the Two of Bottles, which I like to think about as the minor lovers card in a way, right? Which is feels very appropriate. Sweet, sweet, watery, lovey Cancerians. Okay. So this is also a card that's about partnership. It's if you happen to be in, any um, amalgamation of relationship, whatever sweeties are in your life, hold them close. Take care of your people. I feel like you're already doing that um, because you're amazing at it. So, really, wow, Cancerians, you get it really easy. You're lucky. No, I can't read you for filth. I'm sorry. Yeah. But the core of this is continuing to create nests is kind of the visual I'm getting. Um, as well as facilitating connection. Probably holding space for the feels, because you're really, really good at that too. Yeah, totally. Totally. Yeah, you can use this for the Cancerians in your life, you know. And also, if you have a Cancerian in your life, give them a hug. Also, okay, this is here it goes. That just came through. Um, while you're taking care of everyone around you and looking after them, make sure you're receiving that care back, just as an FYI. Okay. Please pass it on. Please pass it on. I thought y'all were gonna get off with that without oh no, we're at mine. We're in trouble. Okay. Where are my Leos at? Hi. All right. Yes. Beautiful poem, by the way. Thank you. Yep. Risings, moons, welcome to. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Who are we going for? This one's trouble because I'm a little biased. Oh, interesting, interesting. Oh, okay. All right, some Leo moons. Which one? Okay. Narrowed it down to two. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Wow. They're bossing me around right now is what's happening. The ancestors tend to do that with me. Which is fine. I respect, I love, and I appreciate. Because we can do so much more with them than we can without them. All right. We and I this is not a deck I use often. Yes, you get it. Spirit bully sometimes. It's because they love. It's like the overbearing auntie. Um, okay. All right, Leo friends. Whew. Oh, all sorts of stuff. Okay. Nope, not there yet. It's juicy. Mm-mm. Oh, that's what we don't want to look at. This is what we do. Okay. And look at this for a second. It's always harder to interpret when it's you. you know? So why would I want to read myself to filth like I read y'all? Yes, it does coincide when I'm being hard-headed. That's when they bully. Or when I try to, move into an ego spot and they're like, nope, you know. Okay. This makes a lot of sense because let's see, there's Saturn doing a lot of stuff too with us right now, I believe. Sweet Leo humans. So we are charged with getting it together. It's time for us to get it together. This is hard for me to say. Because we tend to present with this energy, let's call it Princess of Wands being fire energy, very appropriate for us. And we just want to like move on to the next thing. We get that creative idea, and it's like, yeah, let me go into that. But we're not necessarily the best at planning or stick to itness. Y'all feel me? We have great, we have, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did it to myself. Just know I'm doing it to myself too. There we go. They say when you want to make God laugh, make a plan. So, yep. That's it. So, we can do the things. We have to be more selective about them. We cannot do everything. I know, sweet, shiny sun babies. We want to go and be in the full creative flow process of generating something new, right? But we need to be able to sustain our fire. Wow, that came through loud and fast. So, okay, we can do this. I just read myself and it hurt. Let's put a little, it's got my candle. Let's put some more herbs on that. There you go. And that was Leo. Shrine of the Black Medusa. Let me double check, make sure I got the name completely right. Yes, I did. I think
So we just have all the same decks.
probably. I mean, they're kind of the best ones, though, so I'm not mad. Virgo. We're the Virgo babies. August 23rd through September 22nd. I'll confess, I'm a Virgo rising. Okay, Nikasi. There we go. Hello, Virgo. Sweet Virgo. Okay, who is it for you? Okay. We're going back to Black Queer Tarot for Virgo. Woo. Doing some interesting stuff with that candle. All right, what do we have for you, dear sweet Virgos? You do? Another Virgo rising. Hi, friend. It's a ride, isn't it? Wow. So efficient, Virgo. That came right out. And this is so appropriate for this energy. Hello, Two of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, so swords being that mental energy that we love to plan. We love to get up in the details, right? And sometimes we can get a little bit lost in them. And one of the questions that I really like to ask when this particular card comes up is what Mm. When does your attention to detail turn into hypervigilance? Okay. And if you notice that for yourself, what are you protecting? Okay. Oh, yep. I got the Virgos. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Yeah, please keep that in mind because the Virgo energy is a beautiful gift. Like that is able to sustain it's able to sustain like the airy people, the fire people. Like you're like the air of earth. You can do the thing and like make it move, right? But understand why as much as you can. Okay. I'll put that in here. Virgo. Clear tarot. Wow. And so efficient, Virgo. That was fast. Right, exactly. Not details for details' sake, you know. And watch for that internalized perfectionism. Moment of silence. All right. Libra. Anybody want to raise your hand? Hi, Libra rising. Cute. We love a Libra. I really do love Libras. Very, very sweet energy there. It would be the Oracle deck. It's funny. Okay. So we're going for the Urban Crow Oracle. I don't know how I feel about my Libra rising. It always depends on those aspects, so never know. Okay. All right. Energy wanted the Oracle deck. Really? Okay. There too. Oh, okay. Let me dive into this for a second. You ready? Oh, you're the only one with the rising. Okay, so card number one. Let's get ready to read you for filth. We have memory. Okay. And the deets that are coming through for Libra at the moment is to really look back and consider past relationships, past situations that are in your lived experience, for better or for worse, right? But this feels more like an exercise of discernment. It's almost like you're doing a little bit of a rewind to get really specific about the energy that you want to allow into your world. Okay, good. Glad that tracks. And you have a second one. You ready? Oh, and this can be a little difficult for Libran energies because most of you, I would say, are phenomenal at peacekeeping. But we have communication here. So after or while, processing is asynchronous. So take the time you need, but this card feels like it's encouraging direct communication with those in your world. encouraging the folks who it's like, yes, I tell them what you love, or dive into a situation more deeply that feeds you, that feels right, that feels good, versus doing that a little bit of it's fine, or maybe I can make a little consolation for, this thing or that thing or this person or situation. I don't love it, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's just keep, the environment copacetic. Um, yeah, too much diplomacy. Absolutely. Y'all are so kind. You're so kind and caring. But these cards are challenging you to step up. Uh, in regards to, hold on, there's like a sentence coming through. Ooh, being an active participant in creating a reality. Period. Yes, I did. You said not the thumbs up. I absolutely did. I'm so rude. Are we ready? I know I am. Scorpio babies, where are you? I'll give it a minute. I know you need to swim up from the depths. All right, we got a Scorpio, we got a rising. Oh, Scorpio moon. Come with it. Come on. Bring all that great energy. Please tell me you meant to spell it that way because I love it and I want to use that forever. Yes, absolutely. Scrop. SCROP is what we were. I hope all the Scorpios down with that because it's delightful. All right, who's it gonna be for you? What do we need? What's the energy we need? Hmm. Okay, okay. Contender, contender. Okay, I am surprised. Well, that's what happens when you make assumptions. Okay. Let me put the last one in here. Libra, you were read to filth by Urban Pro Oracle. I love how y'all are like, don't even worry about a tarot deck. I'm good with the Oracle. I'll stop reading you. So we're back to the Black Queer Tarot for Scorpios. What do we need to know? Wow. Okay. Interesting. They're like, you don't need that part of the deck at all. Okay. It feels like y'all are shifting in a really big way. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you nervous. Um, okay. Okay. So what I'm getting is, let me hold these up for you. And they're both coins cards, right? So we have both the 2 and the 5. And it's this physical world stuff. Ooh, okay. I'll explain it in different ways. Take what resonates the best with you. So coins or pentacles or bones, it depends on the deck, right? This is physical world. This is material. This is your money. It's your house, your work. And there's one more that I add with this energy that feels like it's more appropriate for the moment. And that's self-esteem, self-worth. I put that in Pentacles. Oh, we got an O. Oh, yep. Okay. Now we're calling everybody out. So there's this 2 of coins energy that's a really, it can be a back and forth of, yeah, I have it. No, I don't have it. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. And it's interesting to also have the 5 next to it. And I'll hold these a little bit closer so you can see them, which is more the energy of everything has fallen away. What do I have to count on for security in my world? So it does feel like a lot of, ooh, interesting confluence. Oh, I'm sorry. I got you. Um, so on one hand, there's this feeling of insecurity, be that internal, be that material world and foundations. I'm sorry, or this is second therapy. Oh. Y'all got to be careful when you invite me to things, seriously. So we have that energy on one side, which is you're getting rocked. And it's important to acknowledge that you are getting rocked right now. It's the comments. So this is a big task. This is a really big task for you right now to identify where your internal as where your external resources exist for you. What is that well that you can pull from? Ooh, okay. So this just in, there's a little tweet, let's say. Ew, let's not tweet anymore. Um, I do not live in your walls, I swear. I swear. Um, you can blame the ancestors and the transcestors if you want. Oh no, don't make me lose the message. Y'all afraid that badly that ran away? Okay. Oh shoot. That's what I get for teasing. Where did it go? Yeah. But fundamentally, I didn't. Oh, got it back. So identify your internal and external resources, those that you can cultivate and access on your own. And here's the mic drop for you. Be careful of seeking external validation. You're welcome. I know you didn't. Oh, I'm gonna have everybody on this Zoom so mad at me. Okay. And I do want to go ahead and get to Sagittarius. So sweet Scorpios, thank you for receiving that. That's Black Queer Tarot. All right. Sag, calling all Sagittarius. What's up? All right, Sag energy. Let's go. Who's it gonna be? Whew. I love how the energy is like, just pick one, anyone. Ooh, Shadow Moon. Oh yeah, you're deep in your chart. Ooh. Okay, double check. Okay. Surprisingly, we're going back to the Oracle. You never know. All right, Sag. Everybody feel free to take some breaths, integrate all of this. I know it's a lot of information in one go. I'm giving you two. Oh. Okay, so the two that you got are Soar. Very optimistic. That's really sweet. And Observation. Okay. So what I'm getting off of these, okay, there are there's immediately the read, which is you soar when you show up in a way where you can observe something long enough to like really get the dimensions of it because you act fast, very, very fast. Yeah, so what I'm getting on this is to as long as you can. It doesn't have to be long. We know what y'all are working with, so do what you can, but take as much space as you need to differentiate between what kinds of efforts, investments, projects are fast and which are going to necessitate a little bit more time to come to fruition. Okay. Okay. Did it get you? Yeah. Slow down. Just take your time. And you know what? If something comes up and you're like, you know what? This is a really fast thing. I can just move and implement. Go for it. Go for it. Completely flat, smiley face, just grim, grim friends. So if it is a quick thing, you can do it. I believe in you, but take time when you can. Okay, and I do want to ask right now because I'm looking at the time and there are 3 signs left that I would love to get to. So, and Babatunde, I want to ask you also as facilitator, what feels good for you? As I do want to get everybody while I'm here.
Absolutely. I appreciate you checking in. This is super fun. I'm like really enjoying these readings right now and also watching my colleagues and friends get drags. That's great. So I think at this moment, what we can do is we're going to set up the breakout room for the sound bath. And so we can keep that space open a little bit longer after the event if folks want to check it out. But also if folks want to opt in, we also don't want to hold people longer than they need to be. But I'm down to kind of hold that space a little bit longer, somebody from our team. So I think we can keep moving forward and then folks can just opt into the sound bath and then we will have Maria over there just kind of holding the space, and it's going to be a quiet space with just the sound bath. So I hope folks are excited, prepared, interested, intrigued. But yeah, I think we can continue and then just have the breakout room.
Beautiful. Thank you
Yeah,
for creating that space.
I just opened the breakout room. Can folks see that? Maria, if you want to just hop in there and start doing the sound bath, and then folks who want to do that or who have already gotten their cards read, we'll just let you all hang out in there for a minute until it's all over. Uh, yeah, hope you all enjoy. This has been really great. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Absolutely. It is so much fun for me. All right. So my Sag friends, that was Urban Crow Tarot. I'm putting that in the chat. All right. I'll give folks a second in case you're looking at options and moving to the other room. Good. Good. All right, then, Capricorns. Where are my sea goats? And a cat. Oh, yeah. That's a hard moon placement. Ooh, oh, you're that generation with the Capricorn stellium. Cool. Whew. Y'all, you do good with it. You do good work with it. You know, sometimes you're able to let me hold off and let the cards talk. they're probably going to say exactly the same thing I was just about to say. Possibly. Okay. All right. We're back to the Black Queer Tarot for the Capricorns. Oh, yeah, Capricorns, feel free to check in with your body right now. No forcing anything. Watch your shoulders. And I feel like somebody's out there holding their breath right now. No, I'm just feeling. I am not in the walls. Crack me up. All right. Seriously. I gotta come with a warning, of course. Okay, y'all are good with one card. There it is. You're one and done. And you, my dears, also have the Four of Cups. Okay. So it's that same thing coming around again with where, or rather, what you are trying, attempting, leaning towards filling your cup with, your emotions with, you know? Oh, yeah. Babies, it's time to hold your heart well. You're really good at pushing. You're really good at like working with what you got. Yeah. You're so good at that. No, you did not. Deep Negro sigh. Wow. I'm cackling. Um, yeah, it's a similar thing as we were getting before with this card, but there's the intense overwork flavor of it. Thank you. I'm just gonna take a minute. Capricorns, thank you so much for doing so much heavy lifting. Okay. You also need to put that down occasionally. Take a break. Take a break. And okay, let me go on a little rant for a second. There's a friend of mine who I really appreciated how and they're a cat moon too. So it might be relatable for some of you. Yeah, it's not a whole parable, it's a description of the Capricorn energy. Um, so your sea goats. Let's think about this. One half of you is goat, a land creature, an earthly creature, and the other half of you is an aquatic creature. You're a mer goat, essentially. And when you you pile your to-do list with all of the things, you're like, yes, I'm gonna hold it down by accomplishing everything on my list today. You know, there's a sense of urgency that can accompany the energy too. But I love the way that they described it. It's as if the goat is crawling out of the water with its goat front and fishtail, and it's getting scraped on sand and shells and rocks, but it just keeps moving. Please slow down, Capricorn. Hold your heart well. And once again, you are the individual who is more likely to take care of other people than yourself. Okay. Your readers take a break. And you are read to filth by. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Delegate, please. Yeah. Okay. I'm not in the walls, I swear. And that was Queer tarot. And I will do my best to like. That's beautiful. Yep, 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 yep. Hold your heart well means to carefully protect and cherish your emotions, essentially treating your heart with care and prioritizing its well being, especially during challenging times. It signifies a deep commitment to safeguarding your inner feelings and maintaining emotional stability. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much, Sharif. Yes, that's absolutely it. All right. You made it, Capricorn. Good work. Aquarius, roll call. Anyone? No major Aquarian aspects. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. There's an Aquarian here. I feel you. There we go. So I will. It's like no matter what, I will read you. Okay. Possibly. Yep, that's me too. Aquarius Jupiter. Real fun stuff with that Leo Sun stuff. I can refer you to some really good astrologers. I know just enough about astrology to be dangerous. I'm a cards person. Oh, yep, I knew it. Well, what I can tell you is that Aquarius energy, it's a little wily. It's visionary. It could be revolutionary. It uh, like Aquarian energy is often associated with technology too. Um, being on the vanguard, the cutting edge of whatever types of projects you're working on. And Jupiter magnifies everything and makes it bigger. I don't know if that happens to relate to any other Aquarius Jupiter folks experiences. I feel like that could manifest in like these huge ideas that there's an astrology podcast that I do like quite a bit called Ghost of a Podcast. And it's very good. And what did she describe? She described in Queer Fun podcast. Oh, there we go. She described the Aquarian energy as almost too ahead of its time. Like you might have that idea, you tell somebody, and they're like, what does that even mean? You know? Oh, okay. All right. So, Aquarians. Uh, Devil card it is. So, there can be a number of reads on this card, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I love that it's this deck that it's coming out of, you know? Which air quotes traditionally, who's tradition, right? There's oppressor, oppressed, maybe there's like maybe it's maybe it's a little bit more sexually free, if you will, in other readings of the card. This one and its representation are pretty straightforward. What I'm seeing here is all of our Aquarian friends, you're building the new vision. You're holding our socio-political moment and you're starting to cook up some really darn good ideas of, what about capitalism and fascism? What about racism and rampant transphobia? You know? What about the way femme bodies are treated, mistreated? On and on and on, right? We have this huge litany of socio-political ills that are prime for being dissected, deconstructed, challenged, approached absolutely differently. You are our revolutionaries. Thank you very much for coming up with those bright new ideas that I feel like you might need to hold on to them for a second, let them cook. Let them cook for a second. And also, what I'm getting is practice moderation with your news and media consumption, please. Be good to yourself because you can come up with some really, really fantastic ideas. But almost if you're too inundated with the consistent news cycle, it could burn you out or like evoke some defeatist feels when it's like, no, 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 you're the visionary, keep going, keep dreaming, you know? And it's not only, it's all of the possibilities of acknowledging where your individual power lives, where community power exists, right? What power resides within your networks, and uh, how that can all collect together and create something really beautiful and new too. So like, don't get stuck in the muck, if you will, Um, and I posted something recently that I'm like, did I leave it up? I kind of want to say it verbatim. Boom. Yeah, it's not far. Yeah, I'm gonna read this to you right now. It feels appropriate. So, going into this bleak moment, fueled only by rage, will deplete us. This is a marathon. In order to stay well for the whole shebang, let's be fueled by our passion. So when you're doing this visionary work, center who and what you love. Ask yourself who and what you want to protect. Be specific. Mm-hmm. Because we must be able to hold the whole of the reality in one hand, but the people, places, and things where we can create direct change in the other. Okay? Okay. Great. And thank you, Aquarians, for doing that work. And you were Aquarius. Shrine of the Black Medusa Tarot. All right. Last but not least, where are the Pisceans? Swimming out, sweet fishy. Come on out. Any of those big aspects? Pisces rising. Let me adjust myself a little. Knocking stuff over. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. All right. I hope Hope you're ready. Pisces, let's see what we have for you. Last but not least, as at all. Love that. The confluences. Okay. It's going back and forth between two decks. Oh, I'm already feeling the feels. Oh, babies. Don't be scared. Okay. So, this is your first card. It makes absolute sense to feel ungrounded right now. Legit, please validate for yourself. It makes all the sense in the world. If I'm blanking, I think my contacts are also dry, so don't take it as a it's too much of a sign. I'm not coming for you. Yeah, you're holding a lot. You're holding all of the feels of the moment, the feels of the people around you. You want to dream into the future. Take your time. Tend. Just tend. And I'm also saying that because the second card wanted to come as well. 9 of coins. This is like, be in your home. Focus on grounding yourself. Um, and literally, it does feel like identifying where you are in space and time, and you doing that within your own spaces feels like the most comfortable and appropriate approach. That might be like re-engaging your relationship with your space. Maybe you need to, I like to say, re-Jenga um, your, whatever environments and spaces that you spend a significant amount of time in, to such that they can provide more comfort for you as you're moving through your day. Take the time you need. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people give the Pisceans a real hard time. Tend your emotions. You can be soft. Don't make me pull out this is the Mary Oliver vibe. This is like being in the soft animal body. You can do that. It's okay. And honestly, when you are able to show up, because Pisces is such a powerful energy, it is such a spiritual and connective energy too. So when you show up hard. Please rest. And it's okay if you need to just step back whenever you're getting a little bit overstimulated, or awash is a word that comes through. Um, don't know if that relates to anyone. It's kind of like getting knocked around in the waves and perpetuating a sense of disorientation and confusion. Okay. So take your time, step on back, love on yourselves. Pisces always somewhere. It's my descendant. I've already given too much information about myself. Okay, sweet Pisces. Because like when you come out, you love big and fierce, and it's a really gorgeous way and to move through the world, as well as a really gorgeous gift to offer your beloveds and those in your community. Your sweetie pies, be good to you. Be good to you. So, dear friends, we did it. I'm gonna pop this last deck in here. Pisces was also from the Black Queer. That was interesting.
My bad.
No worries. Okay. How do we feel? We traveled through the entire zodiac. Did we make it? Are we okay? Okay. And I do want to acknowledge that that was a lot. Okay. So for anybody who's here in the room right now, you're so welcome. I invite you to just take a moment. If you're sitting or laying, you could be standing on one foot if you like, whatever feels good for you. But to let yourself sink into the surface that's holding you a little bit. Sometimes I like to thank the chair that I'm sitting in and notice if my muscles are doing work that the chair is here to do for me, you know, and acknowledging, there may be a floor beneath whatever surface you're on right now. No matter what, there's the earth and all of the mycelia, the interconnectedness, the roots, the bones of our ancestors. And they're all walking with us through this moment. And let me tell you what, they show up hard. And like right now, all I have to do is kind of make a phone call to them and just go, hey, I could really use some help and support right now. And at least what I've found is they just swoop right in with a lot of love and a lot of care. Okay. And also, like, that was a lot. So one of the things I also like to do, Kermit and the Muppets, you just like Muppets out. Feel free to do that. I'll do it with you. It's kind of fun to just shake the energy off. I hope you're doing it because it's really fun. Woo. And then maybe run your hands over yourself, kind of wipe some of that excess energy off. I know, like a good stem. I'm so here for it. Mm. Thank you all so much. And it is, I do want to acknowledge that it is no small thing to allow someone to, what I like to say is dip into your psychic goop. Um, um, to get the information that's most relevant for you right now. So thank you so much for the invitation, for receiving this, and for all of the really rad ways that you can incorporate this, the amazing things that will come out of your engagement with these bits of information.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Given. Oh my God, I feel like I just got off a roller coaster a little bit. Anybody else? I feel like I just was on the scrambler or something and I'm getting off, that shaky feeling. Okay, okay, little baby goat legs. Yeah, thanks for dragging everybody on this little event we're having. Appreciate that. And being a mouthpiece for our ancestors and the energy in the universe to speak to us so that we can hopefully, collectively, what I heard was
Yeah.
slow down, which I think is really beautiful to hold in this moment as we transition from fall into winter, hibernation, and all of those good things. So I do want to just acknowledge that we're 20 minutes over time. So I appreciate folks for like sticking around with us, hanging out. This has been so much fun. I feel like we need to incorporate more tarot into our work and our joy in our virtual spaces. So I really appreciate the format. Um, I do just want to extend some gratitude before folks begin to kind of filter out to Yvonne, who is doing our Spanish interpretation, as well as Ajamu and Trani, who have been doing our ASL interpretation. Y'all are amazing. I know Ajamu, thanks for coming in last minute. Really appreciate you and Yvonne, you as well. Also want to extend a lot of gratitude to our siblings over at Ori for providing that creative space and providing some poetry to really just kind of bring us into the present, bring us into the now. And also, again, want to thank you, Given, for like reading us for filth and making the medicine go down a little bit. We didn't have to get completely dragged, but we got to be a little bit dragged. So it feels good to still have the capacity to try to integrate instead of just feeling a little bit torn down. So thank you for that. I also want to shout out to Northwest Health Foundation for sponsoring this event and continuing to support our work, especially work that is led by Black, trans, queer individuals as well. If folks are interested, intrigued, or would like to kind of transition from this kind of thinking, receiving space into digital, or not digital, sound bath. I guess that's a digital bath. Sorry, that's a Deftones song. Sound bath, you can join the breakout room. In that space, there's not going to be any talking. We'll just have the sound bath going. We'll see how long Maria wants to stick around for that. Otherwise, thank you all so much for participating in our Trans Diaspora of Rejuvenation. Yeah, we're still here. We're still alive, y'all. The most important thing that I will say is to our community, specifically the Black, queer, and trans folks, the disabled folks, the birthers, the sex workers, all those folks, stay fucking dangerous. There's a reason that our communities are under attack, and it's not just white supremacy. We're a fucking threat. Is that like I identify as a threat? So continue to protect each other, continue to hold each other. And until next time, y'all, peace. Stay dangerous. Love you, Black people.
Also, just to note, the breakout room is closed. So if Maria, if you have any energy left, if you want to just do a very short sound bath to end us out, that is totally fine. And then we'll call it very soon. Thank you all for being here. It looks like Maria left. Did I miss something? Um, I think if Maria's gone, then we can call it. Zebby, what do you think?
Yeah, we can call it. We can call it.
All right. Well, I was so grateful to have all of you here. I was so excited about all this. So, thank you, Given. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm
Can
gonna
we
go ahead and end it out.
real
Thank you.
quick though?
Mhm.
Can we end the live stream real quick?
Yeah.